The weight of a feather, the broken wing, in the quiet village of Chak Mirza, where the sun rose slowly over fields of dust and grain, lived a boy named Arif. In the quiet village of Chak Mirza, where the sun rose slowly over fields of dust and grain, lived a boy named Arif, 12 years old, barefoot and bright-eyed. Arif carried the kind of heart that didn't fit neatly into the world around him. Each morning he walked the dusty road to school, his sling bag bouncing against his side, filled with worn notebooks and a pencil stub. The village stirred behind him, roosters crowing, pots clanking, the scent of fresh roti drifting through the air. But one morning something stopped him, faint chirping, desperate, fragile. He turned toward the sound and found a sparrow lying in the dirt, its wing bent, its chest heaving. Arif knelt beside it, his breath catching. "Oh no," he whispered. "What happened to you?" He wrapped the bird in his scarf and turned back toward home, late for school, but unwilling to leave the creature behind. His mother frowned when he arrived. "Arif, we barely have enough for ourselves." "I couldn't leave it," he said simply. Together with his younger sister Sana, Arif built a nest from cotton scraps and an old tin bowl. They named the bird Choti. Every day Arif fed her, cleaned her feathers, and whispered stories of the sky. Neighbors laughed. "A bird, what good is that?" But Arif didn't care. On the 5th morning, Choti fluttered to the windowsill. She paused, looked back once, and took flight rising into the sky, circling above the house and vanishing into the blue. Arif watched, heart full and aching. He didn't know it yet, but that small act of kindness had set something in motion. The quiet helper approx. 1,500 words. Days passed. The sparrow was gone, but Arif's kindness remained. He helped an old man carry water pots. He read stories to a blind woman who lived alone. He gave his lunch to a hungry child at school. He never asked for thanks, never expected praise. One afternoon, a stranger arrived in the village, well-dressed, quiet, observant. His name was Mr. Rahim. He spoke to the school principal. He visited homes, watched the village with eyes that missed nothing. He noticed Arif. He saw the boy help an elderly man cross the street, saw him pick up litter others ignored, saw him smile at people who never smiled back. One evening, Mr. Rahim approached him. "Why do you help others?" he asked. Arif shrugged. "Because I can, because they need it." Mr. Rahim nodded, thoughtful. The village didn't understand. It mocked Arif's simplicity. But Mr. Rahim saw something else, a quiet strength, a rare light. The storm, then came the flood. Heavy rains battered the village. The river swelled, panic spread. Homes collapsed. Roads vanished. People screamed. Arif ran through the chaos, searching for survivors. He heard a cry, a child trapped in a crumbling house. Without hesitation, he plunged into the water. Debris swirled around him. The current pulled at his legs. He climbed through broken beams, found the child, and carried him out soaked, shivering but alive. The villagers cheered, but Arif collapsed, exhausted. Later, Mr. Rahim visited his home. "I came here searching for someone," he said. "Someone worthy of a scholarship. Someone who could change the world." He looked at Arif. "I found you." Arif blinked, "But I didn't do it for a reward." Mr. Rahim smiled. "That's why you deserve it." Arif hesitated. He didn't want to leave his family, his village. But his mother placed a hand on his shoulder. "Go, beta. The world needs people like you." And so Arif packed his bag. He promised to return. The return approx. 2,000 words. The village had changed. But not enough. Children still played barefoot. Mothers still worried. The blind woman still sat alone. Arif built a clinic, free for all. He opened a school, taught science, compassion, and courage. He told stories of the sparrow, of the flood, of the stranger who believed in him. One morning, as he opened the clinic window, a sparrow landed on the sill. It looked at him, tilted its head. Arif smiled. Choti, the bird, fluttered and flew away. He watched it disappear into the sky, just as it had years ago, he whispered. "The weight of a feather can lift a soul." And in that moment, the village felt lighter, brighter, kinder, because one boy had chosen to care, not for reward, not for recognition, but simply because he could. In a world that often measures worth in wealth and power, Arif's story reminds us of something deeper, that true kindness is quiet. It asks for nothing, but it changes everything. The weight of a feather may seem small, but in the right hands, it can carry hope across generations.